We're doing a short little video for everyone this morning to go through the different generation of turnouts that we have. Right now, most of you are accustomed to 2 different generations, but very shortly, there's going to be a 3rd one hitting the streets. And we just wanted to make a quick video to teach everybody, what they look like, the differences between them, and what to expect with the new generation coming out. For a lot of you, the older guys, we're all accustomed to Generation 1. This is a good set of turnouts, been around for a long time with us. We're all pretty accustomed to it. You'll notice one of the biggest ways to tell what it is, when we look at Generation 1, our stitching. You see the big squares in here. That tells you right away that you are in Generation 1 and it's the oldest one we have. Now our turnouts are on roughly a 10-year cycle. Not all of us make it that far depending on how much use they get, but roughly at 10 years, these will get swapped out and replaced for you. Our old turnouts, D-hooks right here, normal Velcro enclosures. You notice it's got the bigger neck flap that does come across. Pockets, 2 radial pockets, you got your 2 pockets down below, all of that kind of stuff. Good set of turnouts, but as time went, technology changed, we moved on to the newest and greatest. So most of the department will be in what is called Generation 2. Generation 2, the biggest difference you're going to notice when you look up close, color-wise, almost identical. If you look at the stitching, your squares get much, much smaller. I mean, this is a real tight weave, totally different material, but everything else about the coat, for the most part, looks the same. You got the same pockets, you have the same D-ring enclosures. If you open them up, however, your liners and things of that nature when we got to Generation 2, very, very different. Totally different materials, the way they work, the way they breathe, the way they keep heat out, things of that nature. A lot more technology in these, and just what was available at the time that really helped keep our guys safe. Again, another difference when you get up to the top, you don't have that big neck flap anymore that people were kind of getting in the way. It's a much smaller enclosure system now. You'll also notice your wrist guards actually. So on Generation 1, you've got a very big wristlet that your hand fit through. On Generation 2, we switched to a smaller wristlet with a little thumb guard that your thumb goes through. You can even take your thumb out of it if it annoys you, okay? What's come out recently, we're now into Generation 3. The biggest difference in Generation 3, what happened in between 2 and 3? Cancer awareness, okay? A lot of people are coming down with cancer. We've been talking a lot about particulate protection. So we went out searching. Chief kind of gave us a mission to find what is available to help keep our members the safest when wearing our turnouts when it comes to particulate protection. So we went through, we tested many different manufacturers. Come to find out, our current manufacturer that we go through made a phenomenal set, and we chose to stay with them. So the 3rd generation is called Lion Red Zone. You'll notice the coat itself from the exterior looks identical. These obviously are a little shinier, brand spanking new. Exact same outer shell, exact same inner workings as well. Where the biggest difference is going to come in is when you go to open it up. And this is the part that some of you are going to love and some of you are going to dread. But to get the particulate protection, we've had to go back to the old school zipper. You'll obviously know you're in Lion Red Zone immediately by the giant red stripes coming down. The Velcro's red, so you know what you have on. The zippers have been upgraded over the years. They flow a lot better. The thumb part of it is a little bit bigger. When you come down and you open them up, like I said, the inside of the workings is the same, but one thing you'll notice is down here around your waist, there's an entire extra layer of material for particulate protection. You will also have that in your wrist area, as well as up here in the neck. Now you can't see it because it's buried within the material, but there is protection built into all of those areas. It's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for those of us who are used to having the older D-hooks, but to get the extra particulate protection, the zipper is part of the package deal, okay? So it's one of those things where you're gonna have to just take an extra second, kind of relearn our turnouts and use them again. Everything else about the turnout, your pockets, everything is in the same place. Your pants, for instance, when you go to the new pants, you're not gonna notice any differences. They are the same as Generation 2, it just has some little particulate things built into areas, but you'll never even know it's there, okay? The other thing to remember, when you go from Generation 1 to Generation 2, it's a different fit. Think of wearing an old school raincoat versus wearing a snowboarding jacket. They're a lot more form-fitting. When you have Generation 1, which I don't know if we have anybody left that only has that, but when you switch to 2 or you go into a 3, you have to get fitted for them, okay? These are much more form-fitting. You'll notice they're very comfortable to wear, and a lot of movement to them. It's called a V-cut system, and you'll notice there is stitching all over the place that allows your body to twist and turn and move better. Generation 2 and Generation 3 are identical in the way they're constructed when it comes to that, but you've got to get fitted correctly for them, or they will not go on or come off very easy. Pretty much that's what we got for you today. If you guys have any other questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions for you, but we just wanted to give you a brief overview of what to expect and what you'll see out there on the, out on the trucks these days. Thank you.